Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this full moon in Sagittarius, May 23rd, 2024, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Remember, your sun sign is not the only thing that's going to be affected by this full moon in Sagittarius. So you may want to watch your elements that correspond to your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign. Because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign are actually going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So if you know the elements that correspond to your cusp signs, you may want to check them out. Also, I just want to say here, if you want to get any of the new special video series I've recorded for my Vimeo on-demand videos, those links are down below in the description box in the Show More section, and they're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. There you can select whatever zodiac sign you want, and that link takes you directly to that particular video on Vimeo. Also, if you have any trouble with Vimeo videos, I have a page on my website under the videos heading. If you scroll down, it tells you how to troubleshoot any issues you're having and how to contact Vimeo, just in case. My videos that are most recently recorded are my financial psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. That was done on request. Those predictions go until the end of the year of 2024. Then the other latest video series I recorded is my What's Lucky and New for You in 2024. That's a very popular series I do every year, so you may want to check that out. And don't forget my psychic crystal readings for the month of May, which are a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings I do at the beginning of the month. So if you want to get more predictions and more messages for this specific month of May, you may want to check out my crystal readings. So all that being said, now on to your psychic crystal reading for the full moon in Sagittarius, May 23rd, 2024. I'm starting with the with the element of earth. This will be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. It's a moon that's going to make you earth signs feel like you're up and ready to go, and like you're up for stuff, like you're up for adventure, you're up for travel, you're up for doing new things, and maybe getting together with friends and having some fun, like, you know, going out, having a few drinks, playing some games outside in the backyard with a barbecue, like energetic activities. I feel that some of you earth signs are going to be learning a lot. You're like going through some kind of learning process. Now, for some of you, this could be learning by taking classes or webinars or seminars, or just learning things on your own. Some of you earth signs, this full moon in Sagittarius is going to cause you to be very inventive. So a lot of inventiveness is coming up here. So some of you earth signs may find yourself really into like creative projects and pursuits. And if you're good at inventing anything, this may be a high time for you to, you know, create new things and be inventive. Over the next 2 weeks especially, and the days around the full moon, but up to 30 days. Some of you earth signs are going to be very, very much wanting to push forward on some kind of agenda of something that you want to get done. And this could even happen for some of you at work. Like some of you could be like, hey, you know, talking to your boss or like having clients and customers, or with any groups or teams that you work with at work, you may be like, come on, we got to get this going. We got to get this project happening, or we need these accounts, or we need to do these new things. So you may be pushing a lot at work in some form or another. Some of you are going to get a raise from this full moon energy, and some of you may get some kind of award. So you could get some kind of a trophy, an award, some kind of acknowledgement of some sort. Some of you, this could be happening at your job, at work. Some of you, this could be like in a like community service, or for some like foundation or club, group, or organization you belong to. So raises and awards and acknowledgments come up for some of you earth signs from this energy. Some of you are going to talk to somebody you haven't talked to for a very long time. So somebody from your past comes back in. Now, for some of you, this could be a love partner. It could be an ex. Or it could be a friend you lost touch with, a college roommate, a high school friend, like, you know, whatever. It could be a lot of possibilities. But somebody you either run into, or they may contact you. You reconnect and talk to somebody you haven't talked to for a long time. But this is a positive thing. It's not a negative thing. Some of you earth signs are going to have a giant leap of success where something you created, it could be a business, it could be something you wrote, it could be a video you did, it could be, you know, I don't know what, but it could gain like massive popularity. And if you have any like channel, like YouTube channel or something, it could be really super successful over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. You could find like you gain a lot of subscribers, or, you know, or something you created and you put out there is selling like hotcakes. So now I'm going to look at the 3 cautions for the earth signs from the energies of this moon. You may feel like you're either retaining water, or you're eating more and you're getting a little pudgy, chubby, or gaining weight. You could notice that. And it could be, maybe you're just eating food that's salty. You know, eating a lot of salt can make you retain fluid, retain water. It could be other things. If you're taking some kind of medication that makes you bloated or retain water, that could happen, but it could be from overeating. Some of you earth signs need to be careful over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, but especially the days around the full moon, that you are not being too outspoken. Now, maybe you're fine with it and you're like, hey, I needed to say this stuff. This is what I feel. I got to keep moving on. I can't be hampered by, you know, worrying about what people are going to say or think. But I'm getting it as a caution or a warning. So if you're too outspoken, that must mean there could be something that backfires and goes against you for doing that. So just keep that in mind, because it is coming up in your caution part of this reading for the earth signs. Okay, some of you may need your house fumigated, or you may need some kind of pest control, either in your house or in your yard. You could have a problem with gnats or fleas or other types of little tiny, like really speck kind of bugs. And you may need something, like I said, a pest control or some kind of device that catches them. Or it could be in your yard. So that's something to think about. Earth signs. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I hear the words troubleshooting for the water signs. So you may find the days around the full moon in Sagittarius, and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, you may find that you're in a position of, I got to troubleshoot this problem. I got to troubleshoot that problem. It could be at work. It could be at home. It could be anywhere, you know, it could be anywhere. You may have to troubleshoot problems, and you may be troubleshooting other people's problems as well. Some of you water signs are going to get interested in somebody, and you may start to date them. So that's a very high probability for many of you single water signs out there. Some of you water signs are going to be putting some things up for auction. This could be online, could be in-person auctions even. Or you could just be having yard sales or selling your stuff in some other way. But my guides did say the word auction. Some of you could be putting together a textbook or an online program that people could read or purchase that is like instructive and directive and can help people. Some of you may be monetizing it and selling it. Some of you may be doing it for free. It'll be different for all of you how you're handling this like program that you're putting together. Like I said, it feels like a manual, a textbook, a video tutorial, a how-to. Maybe you're going to have a channel of how to make something, and your videos are going to, like every video will be a tutorial in essence. So now I'm going to continue to look at the water signs here for this full moon in Sagittarius. If you applied for some kind of grant or loan, I feel like you will get it in the next 2 weeks to 30 days, or something that you put a request in for. Maybe you wanted a job transfer, or you wanted like a new desk or a new computer at work, or new tools if you work with different kinds of tools. So if you put in a request for something, I feel that you get it over the next 30 days. I feel that some of you water signs, if you enter some kind of contest, I feel like you're going to win. Now, I really don't feel like this is a lottery. You could play the lottery to see. It could be some kind of gambling of some sort, possibly, but it could be a contest where like you win a trip to Vegas, you win a trip for 3 days in the Bahamas. I mean, I don't know what it is, but winning a contest comes up here. But I feel like it really doesn't feel like casino gambling or lottery to me. It feels like a different kind of contest. So now here are the, no, I have one more, not yet. Hold on, I'm not up to the cautions yet. Some of you may learn or expand on some kind of technique of something you already know how to do. Like expanding, maybe it could be for a hobby, but this could also be a technique or something you do at your job. So here are the 3 cautions for the water signs. You may find that your nerves are like kind of rattled or jagged or on edge over the next month. Ooh, some of you water signs need to really be careful, because you could put some kind of like text message or content, or I don't know, like something on social media or something that you can't, like, you could delete it later, but too many people are going to see it. So you got to be careful what you're texting, what you're emailing, and what you're putting on the internet, because it could haunt you later. You also have to be careful that you don't let yourself get too roped into things that you don't want to do, or manipulated into things you don't want to do, or too tied down to things you really don't want to be linked up to or tied down to. This could be like coming you from work, or if you own your own business, it could be clients and customers doing it. So be careful of like tiring yourself out, overworking, getting manipulated by others. But it's like getting tied up with things, and getting tied down to things could be, you may feel like it's sapping your strength and sapping your energy and making you tired. So be cautious of that. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This full moon is going to make some of you fire signs feel like you are on top of the world, like you have all the energy in the world, and like happy energy on top of the world. Some of you will be getting together with family and friends for a gathering, a party. It could be a wedding, it could be baptism, or a bris, or, you know, who knows? It could be a retirement party, a birthday party, but it could, or a backyard barbecue party, just getting together with friends and having a good time over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you are going to have a gigantic responsibility or project or work that gets put in your lap, but I get you handling it. Like, you're going to tackle it, you're going to handle it, and you're going to get through it. So I don't see it being a problem for you. You may feel like your life is on like fast forward, because I get that some of you fire signs are going to feel like, I got to get everything done. I got to do this, and then I got to do that. But it's like you want to. Almost like you're hopped up on too much caffeine. Like that kind of energy. Like, I got to do this. Now I got to do that. And then I'm going to do this and that and this and that. And it could be like chores and things you feel like you need to handle and take care of, work-related, business-related, around the home. But it can also be, and you want to throw fun and other experiences in there as well. So these next 30 days could be very kind of hyper, chaotic, and energetic, and very busy for the fire signs. Some of you fire signs are going to get the green light on some project or something you wanted to do. Like if you had to get any kind of approval or a permit, any permits, licenses, approvals, work visas, green cards, I don't know, anything like that. Like, you get the green light. Now, that could also be in a love relationship sense. Maybe you've been pursuing somebody and they were kind of like, nah, I'm not really sure, or we're just friends, or I don't know. And then they could give you the green light. So a relationship could move forward to the next level. You may find that your popularity is really on the rise, and that could be among friends and family, but it could be also if you have an online community, or, I don't know, it could happen on social media, it could happen in a multitude of places, but your popularity will be on the rise over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, but especially the days around the full moon in Sagittarius. And some of you fire signs could have a love partner or somebody else that loves and cares about you show you a lot of special attention and treatment. So you may get a nice gift, or somebody may be treating you, taking you out to eat, or treating you kindly and lovingly in other ways is also indicated. So now I'm going to look at the 3 cautions for the fire signs from this full moon in Sagittarius. You have to be careful to practice what you preach and not be a hypocrite, because some people could call you out and say, you know, like you could be pontificating about something, and one of your kids or a sibling or somebody, a friend or family member, who knows, could call you out and say, hey, you're being a hypocrite. You're telling us we shouldn't do this or that, but you do it or you did it. So you could get called out in that way. Be very careful of what you eat. Some of you, I pick up nausea, getting stomach sick. I want you to be careful of eating seafood if you go out to a restaurant, or even if you get it yourself, catch it yourself, or buy it and want to cook it. Make sure you're getting the freshest seafood. Smell it. If it smells even the slightest bit of ammonia, I would not eat it, especially in a restaurant. Don't mess around with it, because you could get food poisoning. And get quite sick. But it could be, you could get sick. It doesn't have to just be seafood. It could be something else. So make sure, like if you have something that's questionable in your fridge, don't risk it. Remember I said this, don't risk it, because I feel like you're going to get stomach sick from it. Make sure you're telling the truth. And make sure what you're saying or instructing to others, be careful of what you're communicating to people, because you're going to have people that are going to be hanging on your words and believing you. And if you're giving them, like you're telling a story, like exaggerating, or you're making stuff up, or you're talking about certain beliefs, and if you don't really believe it, or if you're over exaggerating or just making up stories just to tell a story, it's not going to go well for you, because I feel like people are really going to be listening to you and really paying attention to you. So be careful of what you're saying, and that you know it to be true, fact, or that you firmly believe it, and make sure that you make it clear it's your belief. If you don't have facts to back it up, make sure you let people know if it's your opinion or a belief, and don't act like it's fact unless it actually is fact. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the elements of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some of you air signs may feel like this energy from this full moon in Sagittarius is making you feel bonkers, or like a little crazy, or stir crazy. You could feel really restless, but you could also have a lot of like things coming into your mind really quickly, and it could just make it where you could feel overwhelmed by too much information coming at you, and it can make you feel a little bonkers or crazy over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you air signs are going to feel like you want to stabilize something that you feel has either gotten out of hand or run away with you. That could be your diet. It could also be bills, like getting a handle on paying your bills, or things that need to be tended to in your environment, your home, or it could happen to like a vehicle, a car, a boat, something else you own, that you feel like, I got to keep up with it. I got to take care of it. I need to, you know, whatever, get the oil changed, get it inspected if it's a car, or if it's stuff in your home, you may feel like, you know, oh, that's dusty over there. I haven't moved that. I need to move it and get behind it and see what's in there, or that kind of thing. Like anything in your life you feel like has run away with itself and you're not keeping up on it. Like I said, it could be vehicles, it could be your environment, it could be bills. This full moon in Sagittarius could leave some of you air signs to feel like you are questioning everything. Like all this news and information you're going to hear that's going to be coming out, you know, whether it's on the mainstream news or whether you get your news from alternative news sources on YouTube and other places like that. It's like you're going to be questioning everything you hear. Or on the opposite could be people could be questioning you. So it could go either way. You're full of questions or people are questioning you. Some of you air signs may be talking to either friends of yours or family members about having some kind of like special event, a gathering of some sort. Maybe one's already planned and in the works, and you may be just talking about the details of it. But I feel that some of you are trying to get one to happen. And you may be talking to friends and family like to see like, well, what day works for you or what time period works for you, so you can plan something. This could also be to plan a trip, like a family vacation where other people are going, not just, you know, you and your significant other. It could be, you know, you and your siblings or you and your cousins, and that could be going on here for you air signs. Some of you, a new relationship could pop up, and it could be quite unexpectedly. Now, for some of you, this could be a love relationship, but for others of you, this could be a friendship relationship could pop up unexpectedly for you. The days around the full moon in Sagittarius, or for the next 2 weeks, it would be the strongest, or even up to 30 days. Some of you air signs are going to work something out that was either puzzling you, that you had trouble figuring it out. It could be technology, could be some kind of program of how to do something. But it could also be logistics of, like, maybe you have to make plans with other people and you're trying to work things out with clients, customers, your bosses, could be family members, like, but it can also be like a puzzle. Maybe you are actually working on some kind of puzzle or game and you were trying to had trouble figuring it out. And this could continue. You could be like really working on trying to problem solve and figure something out. It could be in a material object that has components and parts like technology or machinery, but it could be problems like figuring out logistics with other people you have to deal with. Some of you are going to shop, some of you air signs, and you may even be like, I'm getting a whole new wardrobe, or, you know, change of season wardrobe, but it could be shopping for other things. You know, maybe you want all new small kitchen appliances, or you want, you know, new art for your walls. I don't know what it is, but I get some of you going out shopping. So now here are the 3 cautions for the air signs from the energies of this full moon in Sagittarius. Some of you air signs need to slow down because you are getting ahead of yourself. You're jumping ahead in things that you need to pace yourself in. So where are you doing this? Are you over exercising, like trying to throw yourself into exercise too fast and you need to pace yourself, or a new diet? Or is it, you know, something else, something you're like, you want to skip steps? You need to slow down. You need to do things in a more measured and careful way. Some of you may try to use some kind of tool or machinery or mechanical device that's actually broken. And you could get hurt from this. Like you may, if something, you plug something in and it sounds wrong, unplug it, get rid of it. Don't try to, because I feel like a part could fly off, you could get hurt. Or I also see air signs getting splinters from wood. So if you're trying to like, you know, do something with a wood project, be careful of tools, be careful of loose mechanical parts, be careful of splinters. These are cautions for the air signs. Some of you air signs need to be careful about some wisecrack you're going to make because you think it's funny, but whoever you're saying this in front of isn't going to think it's funny. And it could go over like a lead balloon. So wisecracking and sarcastic comments, you know, maybe you don't care. Maybe you're like, I don't care if I offend anybody. Well, then that's fine. But some of you are going to be wisecracking or joking around and you're going to say something and somebody there is going to take offense to it and isn't going to like it. So be careful of that over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. So I hope this reading was of help to you and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And you know, when you click like and subscribe, you help this channel grow. So even though it's only one little click, it really helps me out greatly. So thank you so much for that. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you would like to get any of the special video series I record, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for a variety of topics, very specific topics, using a variety of divination tools, you can get my Vimeo on-demand videos, and I post those links down below in the description box in the Show More section for the most recently recorded series. And you can go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. And there I have many, many, many pages. You can go back years. I've been recording videos for, on Vimeo, I've been recording them for maybe 9 years. And on YouTube, I've been recording videos for 10 years. So if you want to see what other videos I have there on Vimeo, you can go way back and get videos from the past, because remember, like I say, timing is different for all of you. Sometimes things I said a year ago are happening to you now, and sometimes I say things now that you'll see in 6 months or a year from now. So it doesn't hurt to, and if you've purchased Vimeo videos from the past, you should go back and watch them. Don't forget, because those messages are still there, sitting there for you. So the most recently recorded video series I did is my 2024 financial psychic tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac. That was done by request. Those predictions go out until the end of this year of 2024. Also, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2024 video series is available, where I give you psychic predictions and messages telling you what's lucky and what's new for you. So you have to see what I got for you this year. If you want to check it out, you may want to get your sun sign and rising sign on all of my video series, actually. And also my psychic crystal reading for May for 2024. Continuation and expansion of the psychic tarot readings I do here on YouTube and Rumble at the beginning of the month. There's many other video series linked down below. I hope you'll decide to check them out. There's lots of predictions and messages for all of you there. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on a video format. You can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and I'm also posting on X, formerly known as Twitter, and my handle there is at the Lucky Mermaid. And these videos are also going on Rumble, and my channel name there is the Lucky Mermaid LLC, all one word. Also, if you would like to make a donation and help support this channel, there's a donation link down below. And remember, any videos you purchase are supporting this channel. I don't sponsor other people's products. I get emails about it all the time. I sponsor my own work. And thank you so much to those of you who have been very generous and donated to my channel. I do appreciate it, and it does help me. So thank you so much for that. So I hope you have absolutely amazing energy that comes to you from this full moon in Sagittarius, May 23rd, 2024. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.